New York. Banned from making formal closing argument. Donald Trump seized opportunity to address the court at end of his civil trial in New York on Thursday, launching into a barrage of attacks in 6-minute scathing critique before being interrupted. In an extraordinary move for any defendant, Trump not only attempted issue his own brief, but then ignored the judge's question about whether he would comply with rules requiring him to focus his remarks on matters relevant to the trial. I am being persecuted by someone running for office, and I think you need to step out of line. Judge Arthur Engoron allowed him to continue almost uninterrupted for what amounted to a brief personal brief, then interrupted him for a scheduled lunch break. Trump's non-televised in-court remarks capped a turbulent final day of the trial over allegations that he habitually exaggerated his wealth in financial statements and deceived a bank and insurance companies into giving him big deals. Engoron said he hopes to reach a decision by Jan. 31. New York Attorney General Letitia James filed the lawsuit in 2022 under a state law that gives Trump broad authority to investigate repeated allegations of in-business dealings. Adding to tension of day, talks took place hours after authorities responded to a threat at judge's home in suburbs of New York City. The fear did not delay the start of court proceedings, and Engoron did not mention it in court. Trump, a leading candidate for the Republican presidential nomination, belittled Engoron throughout the hearing and accused him of working closely with James on social media Wednesday night. Both he and Engoron are Democrats. The court action comes days before the presidential primary season kicks off with Monday's Iowa caucuses. Engoron had rejected Trump's unorthodox plan to have his own closing argument in the courtroom in addition to briefs from his legal team. The real problem here was that Trump's lawyers refused accept judge's request that he stick to relevant matters and not try introduce new evidence, make a campaign speech, or make personal attacks on the judge. James. Our court system. Pool photo via AP after 3 Trump lawyers made their traditional closing arguments Thursday. One of them, Christopher Kise, asked the judge again if Trump could speak. Engoron asked Trump if he would follow the rules. Trump did not agree to do so. Instead, he began his remarks. "What's happening here, sir? Is A on me?" Trump said, claiming he was targeted by officials who wanted to make sure I couldn't win again. He then accused the judge of not listening to him. "I know this sounds boring to you. Check your customer," Engoron warned Kise. Engoron then told Trump he had 1 minute, let him talk some more, and then adjourned the speech. James later said he wasn't bothered by Trump's personal attacks. "This case was never about politics, personal vendetta or name-calling," he said outside court. "This case is about facts and law. And Mr.